So today I'm behind the wheel of the 2024 Lexus GX 550 in the Overtrail trim, and I'm going to take some time to go through the interior of this thing. But before I do, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to my channel. So starting as I normally do, over on the left, you got your window switches, you've got your door locks right here, you've got your toggle for the rear mirror adjust, you've got your door latch right here. To the right of that, up top you have your odometer trip reset. You have two arrows to increase and decrease the dim level of the gauge cluster. You have three different options, and then the set button for the driver's seating position, so you can set them 1, 2, and 3. Below there you have parking brake or parking sensors you can turn off. You have a button for the rear hatch, and then you have a button which can turn on the 120 volt plug. Then you have the full crisp clear digital display. So there are many screens and options you can kind of cycle through. I'm just going to page through. All these pages are customizable to whatever whatever you want to showcase. I'm just cycling through them right now. You got the compass, your miles per gallon information over there. You see these two lights right here that are kind of pinkish. Well, they kind of disappeared. That's kind of the driver sense system that, if your eyes are drifting away from paying attention, the vehicle will kind of alert you that, keep your eyes on the road type deal. Going back to the steering wheel, how I was just adjusting between different screens are these arrows over here. So left, right will pop you into different options. It says for the customization, you hold OK and you can cycle through there. You got a back button, phone and talk options, volume control right here. Over on the right, you have the tuner control as well as all of the cruise control options, mode select. On the back of the steering wheel, you have paddles to select your own gears. So down over on the left, up gears over on the right. Give you a better look at the steering wheel. Behind and up top of the steering wheel is the engine start stop button right here. And then you have the navigation display. So I like to either leave it on this off-road information screen or to whatever media I'm listening to, but I like this screen because it's the Overtrail, so it's the off-road capable model, so you might as well utilize some off-road screens when you can. So you can see it showcases where the steering wheel is pointed, so I'm just pointing it back for you. It'll also showcase how much pressure is applied to the brake and the accelerator. So I'm currently at a standstill, so I'll just use the brake as an example. So I'll just give it a little half, somewhere in the half. There you go. You can see how the bar will move. It'll showcase what drive mode you're in as well as what four-wheel drive mode. So I'll showcase how to adjust the different drive modes, but just for the sake of showing something different on the screen, it adjusts right there. Also the articulation angles, but basically the navigation screen has 5 main options. So you have GPS wherever you're located, media, currently has satellite radio, phone, there's no phone connected. I'm currently recording on this, and if you see kind of a flashing, it's just a different resolution between what the camera picks up and what the display. So the display is not broken if it's flashing. It's just kind of the different frame rate between the two. Going in vehicle, you have seat controls, driving assist, trip information. Let's go in there for a second. Current, you got history. This is where you got that off-road information screen I just talked about that I liked. You got tire pressures for all 4 corners, vehicle alert. Got some maintenance required. This is press loaner, so this will just go back with the fleet and they'll deal with it. You got different setting options you can adjust, your Wi-Fi, notifications, display. Just go in there for a second. Screen camera. Vehicle customize, you can adjust the heads-up display, which doesn't really show, but it's right there where my finger is. Lights, illumination, door control, boarding, exit. You can just where you can adjust your custom drive mode as well. I'll showcase how you can enable it, but this is where you can adjust the powertrain, suspension, steering, and air conditioning, things like that. Coming sorted down from there, all your HVAC controls are touch sensitive buttons. So you have heated and ventilated seats, 3 levels of them for both the driver and the passenger, 2 levels on a heated steering wheel, and all the other. Temperature is controlled by a dial, and it showcases digitally in the center what the temperature is, and all the way up to a high setting. for both driver and passenger. Coming down from there, you have a hazard button, 2 vents. Over on the left right here, where you have this mode select knob, you either select drive modes or the multi-terrain select, and then you twist this knob right here to get in the different drive modes. So right now I have drive mode selected, so when I turn this knob, you go between custom, sport plus, sport, oops, sorry, wrong direction, sport S, normal, comfort, and eco. So like I said, the custom mode, I just showcased how to adjust it right there, and this is where you would select it. But then if I hit the MTS, multi-terrain select, right there, then you have the multi-terrain select options. So you have an auto mode, dirt, and these animations are pretty cool, sand, mud, and deep snow. So really, you know, unless you're in any of those situations, just leave it on auto. And then you have the DSC and crawl control, which does not adjust with this mode. You just kind of push that in and you're gonna kind of be in that crawl control setting, and then you can adjust. So you have, to the right of that, you have your traction control off button and a tow haul button as well. You have 2 USB-C plugs right here. Right here is a hidden old school smoker's plug, as I call it. Coming back from there, you have your gear levers. So you have park, reverse, neutral, and drive. When you're in drive, you can knock it over and select your own gears here or on the back of the steering wheel with these paddles that I showed. Put it back in the park for safety. You have a parking brake latch right here. Right here is your hold button. So that's kind of like your best friend if you're in a bunch of traffic and you want to stretch your right foot. You put your foot on the brake, push this down, the vehicle will hold for you, basically brake for you, give you a moment to stretch your leg out, and then you can push that and get it back. Behind there, you have your 4-wheel drive settings. So you're always going to basically be in high 4, but then if you want to be in low 4, this is where you can adjust that. You have your center diff and rear diff lockers right here. You push them and the vehicle will illuminate on the dash, showcasing that you're in those modes. Under this is 2 hidden cup holders. You have a phone charge pad right here. You got your armrest. This one features the cool box. So the cool box cannot be turned on if you have the heat on in the vehicle, because it utilizes the air conditioning system. We learned that when we were out off-roading the Land Cruiser. We tried to use the cool box because we had some sodas, but we were, you know, not having the AC on. It's pretty deep. You can probably fit probably 4 cans of Coke standing, like, you know, standing normally tall. Going to the passenger side, you got a nice little grab handle right here. You can pretty much the thickness of maybe 2 or 3 phones. You can put your phone there if you need to. And you got glove box, which is a little button right there. You got a Mark Levinson audio system sprinkled throughout the cabin. Give you a better look at the seats. So it features kind of a grid design right here on the seat. Then you got the rear. So before I hop in the rear, be sure to take a moment to like this video and subscribe to my channel. So now I'm in the rear of the GX 550. So it features 2 vents right here. You've got some hidden plugs of USB-C on both sides. You have heated seats for both the 2 rows right here as well. Currently have my son's car seat, but this should give you a good idea on just kind of how much room you have back here. I'm a pretty tall guy, so using my legs is not really going to provide you with just how much space, because, you know, any car is going to be cramped for me, but a standard car seat kind of shows you just how much room you have. There's sunshades built into the doors. Give you a look at the rear trunk space. But now I'm going to hop back in the front to finish the rest. So now we're back up front. The front row features a sunroof. All sunroof controls located right here. But that is pretty much the interior of the 2024 Lexus GX 550 in the Overtrail trim. If there is a feature or detail button, something I didn't go in depth enough on, or you have some questions on when you should use a particular drive mode or multi-terrain select mode, be sure to leave those questions in the comments below and I will answer them. If you have a moment, please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't with the other little spiels that I said. Thanks for watching.